I was trying to go to the gym about 2 hours ago. I was just talking to my mom, kind of got lost track of time. And, but I kind of was looking at it and I was like, well, as much as I want to enjoy going to the gym at the time I wish, I need to get used to, kind of like I was saying back last video, once I do start working, it's not gonna be a noon or 1:30 gym session. It's gonna end up being the later gym sessions or the early morning. So as much as I hate it when the edge gets packed at 5, it's probably best to go at 5, or unless I go 8 to 4 rather than 9 to 5. But I'm gonna get to the gym around 5 o'clock. Gonna do back. I think it's day 15, so pretty solid. 15 videos, almost 15 videos in. I think they're getting a little better. They were like 40 minutes long for a little while. Once I got the mic, I was kind of recording every single set, doing a lot of volume. And I think while that has a time and a place, I think I need to kind of push myself on progressive overload a little more. Maybe like just do a quick warm-up set and then kind of go a little bit heavier off rip. And that kind of just shortens the videos, especially when I do like heavier pressing movements like I did with bench, where like I did the bench, I did like a quick arm workout, arm warm-up, benched, and then did like pec flies, and that was kind of the whole workout. And it's kind of like a small page out of Mike Menser's book where like you're getting a little bit more intensity done, less sets, less volume, so it takes less time, less recordings necessary, especially when it's like, oh, okay, you're gonna do 3 sets of triceps, but it's like, actually I'm gonna do 4, then that's 4 times 2 minutes, so then the video gets extremely long. So the last 2 videos I posted were only like 25 minutes, kind of like before I started recording, so I'm gonna try to keep that consistency done. I'm gonna try to keep it going where I have a little bit more intensity, less volume. We'll see how that goes, especially today. If it's really crowded at the gym, I'll probably end up using like less machines, because it's hard to get the machines, and then once you're on it, I'll probably just stay on it for not a while, but I'll just try to kind of be more efficient with my workout. Like if I do chest supported rows, I'll really make sure to hit failure, go heavy, so that way instead of doing like 6 more exercises, I can only do like 3 or 4 more. It'll cut down the overall video time and everything, so that should be pretty good. I'm not super excited to see how crowded it is. I kind of know how crowded it gets. Usually I go between 2:30 and then I stay for 3 hours, so I'm there from like 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, so I see how crowded it gets. Not like loving that. It's one thing to go there when it's crowded, but for being crowded and then having like the mic and the tripod out recording myself, it's a lot of eyes on you. But at the same time, maybe that'll help me kind of have a little bit more space where people will like respect my my area and be like, oh, he's recording, let me give him some space. So we'll see how that goes. I'm interested to see how it is, and again, it'll give me some insight into how it's going to be once I start working, because I'm not trying to just start working and then like give up the gym. That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure that's not what I'm gonna do. So I want to make sure it's a little bit, all right guys, don't cut the corner. I want to make sure it's just a better transition once I start working, where I have a good work-life balance. My work-life balance might end up being just work then gym, as I said last video, work, gym, sleep, eat, work, gym, sleep, eat. But I'd rather be active, because the role, it's a little more engineering. I'm sure I'll walk around the facility, but I'm sure I'll be sitting more than I usually do. And as my mom was saying, sitting is the new smoking. So, which I think is a funny saying, but it's true. Like if you sit all the time, it's probably just as bad on your health as smoking. But yeah, I'm gonna try to stay active. So the goal obviously is to have a good work-life balance, but I think it's most important to have a good workout balance. So we're gonna try to stay active, maintain the videos I got going. I think clearly, if you go to like the video views and all my YouTube views, they're all under 30 views. Like no one's really watching. I'm doing this more for me. It's not really to become famous. If becoming famous is a byproduct of it, great. It'd be nice to try to monetize or make some money off it, or even just have some more support online where people like send comments or messages kind of giving me some support, like someone's watching. But it's really just for me. I've had a few people ask me like, oh, what are you recording for? Like, are you an influencer? And I'm like, you could say I'm an influencer, but I'm not influencing anyone, so not really an influencer, more of just recording it to document my progress. I was talking to a friend, Eric, at the gym, and he was saying how like you really got to make a spreadsheet and write down what you're doing and how many reps and how many reps in reserve you have, your RPE, how much effort you're putting in. That way you can kind of really gauge your progress and see like how much weight to improve on to get the progressive overloads that you're doing that. He was saying that in the last 8 years, by doing that kind of written down thing, like he's never really plateaued. So you can't argue with those stats. So I might end up kind of writing down my workouts. It really isn't that hard, especially if I'm recording myself, just to write down what I'm doing. But he had a very cool spreadsheet where like he changed one number and it would change a bunch of other numbers for like how much weight he should be doing. So I thought that was really interesting. So maybe we'll get there. It would be cool to do in the future. But for now, I'm just going to keep recording myself, kind of keep it in the back of my mind to do more progressive overload. And maybe I'll start implementing the spreadsheet method. But for now, I'm just going to hit the gym. It's getting dark already, so I'll definitely be coming back from the gym in the dark. No problem. I'm hoping that there's parking because it's 4:40. By the time I get there, I'm hoping there's going to be a parking spot in the back. I'm in the Corvette, so I do my best to park away from people. I really don't want people scratching it. I had one instance at Big Sky in Vernon where I parked in like a little far away where there was no security cameras and someone like sideswiped the back. It wasn't like a big issue, but it was expensive. It was just like the paint on the rear bumper like got scraped off. The fiberglass was not damaged necessarily, so there was no repair needed, but it needed to be repainted. And a lot of Corvette, there's the Corvette tax, so it wasn't just, oh, repaint this one spot. It was kind of take off the bumper, repaint the whole back. So that was a pretty penny to get paid for. Luckily, I have my parents who blessed me to help me out there since I didn't have a job yet. But once I do have a job in like 2 weeks, it's gonna be on me. So I'm trying to get in the habit, which I've been in the habit of keeping the car away from other cars, trying to leave good space. And then usually when I leave the gym, especially at night, I'll do a walk around the car. Sometimes I'll use my flashlight, looking like an idiot, and I'll like go along the side and make sure no one door dinged me or anything like that. Because as much as it's in a normal car, it's like, someone door dinged you, no big deal. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. I'm a little bit of OCD. So if someone door dings me, I'm gonna want to get it fixed, and that's expensive, especially with a Corvette, unless you do it yourself, which is very much not easy. So. Yep, just gotta maintain my vehicles well, treat them good. But yeah, gonna park in a good spot. Gonna go hit biceps and back for day 15. Definitely gonna do some chest supported rows. Probably the machine. Unfortunately, there's not like a really good chest supported row machine there. I end up using like the plate, not the plate loaded one, but the stack loaded one where you use the pin, which is easy to adjust. But I kind of, there's something about loading a plate on and doing that. I missed that from Big Sky. They had a really good plate-loaded back machine. But I like to do bent over rows. But when I start getting to the weight that I would like to do for like really engaging my back, I feel a lot in my lower back to kind of bend over like that. So maybe I'll try it depending on how crowded it is. If everything's taken and the squat rack's open, I'll have to do it. So you'll kind of see how it goes. But yeah, I'll see you in there. Not much more needed to be said. I'll talk more when I leave. All right, usually I go to the bathroom, kind of put everything down, get set, do some stretches or something, but I saw this open up as soon as I walked in. I said, fuck it, let me just go light for a warm up, go from there. Just going really light for movement. Do some Kelso shrugs. All right, good warm up. Let's go up and weight, do a real set. All right, we're doing, wouldn't say a speed run today, but closer than the speed run than I used to. I seen a video recently where people said like, don't sit like this, kind of sit back a little bit more, but it's kind of hard because if I do that, then I don't have full ROM here. So I don't know, maybe on a different machine. I'll lower the seat a little, I think. That feels pretty good. I can go a little heavier. We'll try 190, maybe 205. Probably 205, and then see if we're ego lifting or not. All right, let's see how 205 is. I don't know. It could be terribly hard. Could be pretty easy. Honestly, perfect. You can tell it was a little hard because I was letting my chest come off a little, which probably is me trying to find an easier position to move it. So maybe I'll do 190. Same, actually. Yeah, we'll do one more of 190. Try to have a little bit better form. Move on. All right. I've been doing the underhand grip. I think I might go wide grip here. If I'm not a fan of it, I'll just switch with midway through. 190. Kelso shrugs for the end. Pretty solid, actually. It's a good starting machine exercise. Let's go do some pull downs. All right, this is not the ideal thing for lat pull downs or pullovers, but it's pretty busy. Someone's using the machine I want, so I'm just going to do this so I can see it open up. A little bit too light, but I'll just go for form for my muscle. All right, honestly, I'm just going to do one more set here and go wait by that machine. I really don't want someone to take it. Not trying to kill my lats yet, but should be good for just kind of warming up the lats for this next machine. I waited for like 2 minutes. I was talking to the guy in the machine. His name was Greg. He was hitting it up. He was on his way down though, so I just waited for him to be done so I could have a little more weight. I don't want to waste my energy. All right, let's go up to 3 plates. All right, let's try 3 plates. I know I can do it, but honestly started pretty strong.
feeling more fatigued than I expected. I was a big fan of that chest supported row. Probably do this. Maybe switch to. I'll definitely do another area of the cable lat pull down or pull over, lat pull down. Maybe I'll do some single arm rows, tripod rows, but we'll see. Ooh. Honestly, if they can go up a little, I might use the straps. Try to do 4 plates just for like 3 reps. I gotta push on that progressive overload. All right, this might go awfully. I've never tried 4 plates before, but using straps on this one, I've done 3 plates and a 25, so it's not too far off. So I'll go back and see if I was eagle lifting. Probably only get 3 good reps, maybe 2 half reps to be done, but we'll just see how it goes. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. All right, that's about what I expected. Definitely a little bit of ego lifting, but honestly, I'm happy to just feel it. We'll go back down to 3, do a couple good reps, and move on. All right, just gonna keep the straps on. I already have them around my wrist. Let's leave it. Let's go for 5 good ones. Let's see how realistic that is. I'm probably gonna take a piss. Figure out the next exercise. Probably tripod rows. All right, time for tripod. All right, going right into this. Kind of walked over, found the bench, ripping it right away. Not really feeling like exerting myself with the grip, so I'm just gonna keep the straps on. Move the camera so you're not looking at my ass. I was honestly feeling this mostly in like my abs and like trying to stay upright, which is not usual. I think I've been just doing a lot more instability exercises where I use my core, so not the worst thing. Pretty good actually, but just gotta be mindful. I want to do the hook grip, but my fingers don't even fit. This will be my last set here. I got a text saying there's trivia tonight, but I already told my friend Owen I'd go hang out with him, so we'll see if I can do both. If not, let's go see Owen. All right, some biceps. All right, pretty tired right now. Only doing 60, but it's just straight cable, so I think it actually is 60. We'll see if it's too much. Damn, really feeling in the abs right now. I don't know what's going on. Alright, I'm trying to hit trivia, but I also gotta go home and make steak. So, probably gonna skip cardio for today, so I have time to see everyone. But I'm gonna come to the gym tomorrow on my rest day, do some abs and cardio. So I'll make up for it, no big deal. Still probably gonna be running behind. Just gonna do one more set of this. Probably some bicep curls real quick, just to kind of engage that. I didn't really hit that, even though back is always a little bit bicep. And then, yeah, go home, make a steak, eat it quick, and then go to trivia. And then probably from trivia, go to Owens. So a little bit of a running everywhere, but that's okay. Good to see people. Let me hit this. Oh, I can't move this to biceps. All right, I'll just do some bicep curls really quick. Probably do it off video, so I won't record it, but you'll know I did it. See you in the car.
All right, leaving the gym an hour after I got in, so it was a little bit of a quicker workout. I was not really resting a lot between sets. I was kind of just going quick. I still hit a lot, so I kind of did like that Mike Menser style a little bit, where I was trying to do a little more intensity. I wanted to hit more biceps, but I mean, when you're doing back movements, you always kind of hit biceps naturally. And I have an arm day in 3 days, so I'll just go heavy on the arms. I would have liked to have been there longer, kind of take a little bit more time, maybe do like another kind of lat pull down movement. I guess I did do that, but I would have liked to take a little bit more time on that and then do some better bicep movements. I did a quick 90-pound straight bar curl for 10, and then I picked up the 45s after going to the bathroom, and I did I think I did 8 total. Did like 7 single arm, and then the last one was 8 with both at the same time. Definitely would have wanted to be in there a little bit longer, but it's almost 6 o'clock now. I would have done 30 minutes of the cardio, and then probably 10 minutes of the sauna, 15 minutes of stretching or something like that. But I'm just gonna go tomorrow and do cardio. It was still a good workout, but I really want to hit trivia with the guys, and it starts at 6, so I'm probably gonna get home at like 6:15. I'll probably I don't know if I'll cook the steaks or not. I'll probably just ask my dad if he could do one of the steaks for himself, so I don't have to cook it. Quickly change, go to trivia, and then from trivia I'll probably go to Owens. So maybe I'll just have a pizza at trivia and eat that there, and then when I come back from Owens I'll kind of do a late night steak. It's not really the best to eat late at night, but right now I can kind of make my own schedule a little bit before I'm working, so I got to capitalize on that now. I'll probably end up staying up somewhat late anyway, so I'll try to have like a steak by like 11 o'clock and then go to bed at 1, and then I'm gonna try to start getting up a little earlier, or maybe I'll just kind of get up at a normal time tomorrow and then go to bed early on purpose. So we'll see how it goes. I might change that plan a little bit. We'll see. I'll just have to play it by ear. See how I'm feeling, see what my dad says about the steak and things like that. But no, it was a good back day overall. I definitely got a pretty good pump. I just wish I took a little bit more time with it. I think my back is pretty solid, but I still got to do more pull-ups and things like that. So not the happiest that I did a quick workout, but again, I'm trying to get used to the 5 o'clock workout and still having time to kind of have for myself at home after a day of work, kind of like a simulated day of work right now. So it'll be good. Just trying to get into the flow of that. Not too upset about it, but I mean, clearly I'm talking about I'm not the happiest. I really wanted to do 30 minutes of cardio at the end and some stretching, but nothing ever works out the way you want always. I mean, if I had not gone as much talking with my mom earlier, I would have had more time at the gym. I have trouble kind of collecting all of my thoughts before I make a decision. So I wasn't really thinking about, oh shit, I gotta get to the gym before trivia. I kind of forgot about trivia. Kyle texted me while I was at the gym that trivia was on, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot. And in the past, I've missed it from things like this. So I think it'd be more beneficial just to see my friends rather than go right into the classic like need to work out. As much as working out is good for your health, it's also good for your mental health to see friends. So not gonna beat myself up too much. Still hit a good workout, as you saw from the video. So is what it is. Gonna get home now and go from there. End video.